And we are back, ladies and gents. Even more of the Stanley
All
Parable.
of his co-workers were gone. What
This
could
is a
it
little
mean?
different now.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
I basically
Perhaps he
kept
had
the game
simply missed a memo.
up for the last probably hour or so, just so I could test and see if I can open any more of these doors. Where does that go?
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office.
'Cause I think
but it
these
didn't
are
make
different.
A single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
4B6. That's different too. (4B3). Wait, I walked past 4B3. What the heck?
When Stanley came to a set
Nope.
of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow, yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I want to go through the blue door one more
Look, Stanley,
time.
I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story is... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of
See,
this,
this is
but I
2B3
really do
here.
want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove
There's
that
4,
I'm
there's
on your
5.
side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
This door I don't think was here last time. I'm gonna go blue door again. This is gonna be blue door part
Perhaps
2.
you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this.
I just want to see what happens
because
here
you were never supposed to be here
if
in the
I go
first
through the
place.
orange side
Broken
this time.
rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley.
Now, if I
Take
actually
it
go
for a
through the
spin.
orange side, what happens this time?
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would
Okay.
you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know the game needed a third door? Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul. You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look. Now, would you
So it
say
just takes
that
me near no matter
competitive
what?
leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
I'm gonna put 1 for this.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some play testing. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
This is the baby game. Yep, baby
In
game.
this game, the baby
I'm not
crawls
even gonna
left
press the button
towards
once.
danger.
Not even gonna
You
do it
click the
once. I'm just
button
gonna
to
let
move
it
back to
just
the right,
just
and
do
if
its
he
thing.
reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game. all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience. You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out, I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes. This seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot. Well, Stanley, is this any better? At last, the one thing I've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with. But is it enough? Tell me that, Stanley. Will it ever be enough? Well, I'll say this. I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will...
Sorry, guys. This is kind of a little bit of a replay. I just want to see what the orange door would do. I saw that last time, choosing blue every single time basically took me to orange. And then also orange takes me to orange, which makes sense. So, after we get through this whole segment, again, I'm going to go and we're going to try the red door.
Let's see, what does it need? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off, yes, it's complete. I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy. But you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable. Isn't it grand? Isn't it perfect? It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond. Diamond everything. Yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
Ooh, sorry, I sneezed there. All right, we're going to go down. We've already seen this all before, so it's nothing new. So I'm kind of speeding through it. Sorry if you're a first-time viewer here. Just check, I think this will be, I don't know what part this will actually be. It's the video right before this, probably.
I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
I heard the creatures, but nothing happened.
Yes! I don't even know what this game is, but I love it. You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even
This
supposed
game
to be?
honestly makes me want to play, and maybe that'll be the next game I really like playthrough.
Let's go find out
It makes me want to play
what
Portal.
this is.
I think I have the Portal game, and I've never actually played it, so it'd be a first time. And I think that's what I want to do. Next time I play a game, maybe not immediately. I already have some other games kind of lined up.
Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte.
What happens if I don't do this? Okay, I think it's gonna make me do this.
Genius.
Yeah, it's gonna make me do this.
No, actually, you know what? I think that's plenty. I really don't care much to see you stumble through any more of these games, and I highly doubt you're any wiser for the experience. Which is why, rather than continue to waste my time, I'm just going to leave you here. You can pretend you've beaten the game if it makes it any richer for you, but as for me, I've had enough. So, why don't you get cozy in this room, and if you have any grand revolutionary ideas for the perfect video game, you can just sit there and let it ball up inside you for all eternity.
You know what?
I don't need your advice.
I'm gonna sit here.
I don't need your ratings. And I certainly don't need the validation of a man whose job is to push buttons. I think I'll just go about my business, making meaningful cultural contributions to the world. And perhaps every now and then I'll think back to a man named Stanley who was objectively wrong in every decision he ever made. The thought won't last long. Goodbye, Stanley. Good luck with your work, and I sincerely hope that everyone lives happily ever after.
All right. Well. I guess I have to go into the hole. Yeah, I think I have to go into the hole. Whoa, wait a second. I glitched something there. Interesting. I think I went in there last time. So this is the orange section of the game. It isn't finished yet. Alright, back into the office we go. Then we leave, and I think everything cuts to black. Yep.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Sorry about that, guys. I just wanted to see if it's going to be anything different, you know? Turns out it wasn't, unfortunately. But now we're going to try the red door and see what happens. Whoa, the papers and stuff are gone now.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Nope,
When
right door.
Stanley came to a set of two open, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
We're good. We're good on that. Maybe I'll
Stanley
test
was
that
so
another
bad
time.
at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be
Little
difficult,
higher.
but the fact is that
And
the story has been... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen
All right,
carefully.
we're gonna try the
This
red
is
door
important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Red door. Let's go.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now.
Oh my God, he put me in a freaking loop.
Killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here.
He put me in a loop.
Show you. What do we want? What are we looking for?
What the heck? Okay.
Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
This is actually very beautiful. I actually do like this a lot. This is actually very beautiful. Whoa. That's so trippy. Let's just let the show kind of roll for a second. I'm curious. This is actually very, very pretty, actually. It gives me like the Northern Light vibes, you know? We might stay for like one, maybe two more transitions, and then I'm gonna go through this door that's behind me. Okay. Everything's getting dark all of a sudden. Oh. I think I'll stay for one more color transition, and then we're gonna go through the doorway that's behind me and see where that leads us. Is that all? Is that it? I think that's it. Oh. We got the stars again. This is kind of how everything started up. Yeah. Okay. It's kind of repeating now. Let's go down.
No, wait. Where are you going?
What if happens if I go back in?
Right. Where were we?
Alright, what happens if I leave again? This looks unfinished.
Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
What happens if I go back in one more time?
Good, good. We can't be too safe. Promise me you won't go back there. Just stay here.
I'm gonna go back into that room.
No. What do we talk about? You're risking everything we achieved here.
I'm gonna do it one more time. I know this might be annoying. This will be my depending on the response, might be my last time. We'll see.
You are going to stay here, aren't you?
I feel like he's sad that I'm leaving, which is interesting to me. So if I go back in here one more time, look at those stairs. And okay, what if I go back into this room one more time? No response this time. Okay, we're done. We're gonna take the stairs now this time. Let's go, ladies and gents. Hopefully they won't break and we won't die. So I think I've seen everything I need to see in that room.
You heard me before, didn't you? You will die. What about this isn't getting through to you? Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
Oh. That's when I was gonna die.
Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
Well. I don't know what to do here. YOLO.
No!
I didn't die.
Thank God. You lived. You had me worried there for a moment. Now, can we please get back to the other... No. What are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this? Stanley, let's go back to the other room. My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly? Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours. Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
He's going back. That's so sad. Ladies and gents, this has been the Stanley Parable. My name is KovuPlays. I'm just curious what other endings that I could possibly get here. I feel like I've gotten so many so far. Yeah, I guess until next time. Goodbye.